Sniping got nerfed again, but this time the attachment that we were just using, which was called the adaptive laser, got patched. It was very much expected, but let's go over the patch notes. Today is February 27th, and we finally got the XM325 LMG nerfed, which is great on the bright side. Feel free to pause the video and read the entire adjustment. I'm not going to go over it too much, but it says here, sniper rifles address an issue with 2 milliwatt adaptive tactical laser that gave it an unintended hipfire 8 to ADS accuracy benefit. Safeguard had readjustments, changes in rank play, and then zombies. It appears it's a hot fix type of update. Now, well, I've been wondering what kind of attachments do we use now since that the adaptive laser got patched. The two most important snipers in this game are the VSS Recon and the Hawker HX. Both of them use quite a bit different attachments. For the VSS Recon, unfortunately, there's only two things that I'll only recommend for this sniper. It's either one, you rock the 5 milliwatt lockstep, or you rock the 1 milliwatt instinct laser. If you like being scoped in all the way, then 1 milliwatt is going to be the move for you. But if you like pop shotting up close, then 5 milliwatt lockstep is going to be much better. Personally, for me, I think I'm going to do either or, whichever I'm feeling in the moment. But I do think lockstep is going to be more important just because you just need to scope in a little bit longer. And it's honestly really not that bad. The only problem is that you can't really pop shot from afar, but for close range, it's going to be more useful. So just like that. Now, obviously, I do have the Extendamax 2, and the ADS speed is unfortunately at 520 milliseconds. The ADS speed for the Tundra on Cold War was actually 500 milliseconds. If we're praising Cold War for being great for sniping, then straight up, we weren't nerfed at all. We were actually given an actual overpowered attachment. Because, mind you, this is 510 milliseconds fully scoped in. That's not including half scoping, which is what we were doing beforehand. And not only that, we got 2 extra bullets, if not maybe 4 if you want to put on the Extendamax 2. Then the Tundra. The Tundra, we had double Tundra classes. We had 6 bullets in the mag. Now we're being compensated for an extra 2 bullets and slightly slower ADS speed. The one thing that is going to save you on quick scoping is this thing, what I call feather scoping. It's basically when you bring your scope about halfway to be able to quick scope. It may look sloppy, but I promise you, everybody was doing it in a Cold War. And if you remember that mechanic, if you know how to do it, it's pretty simple. You just simply spam ADS button. And when you do that, you cut your ADS time in half. The only thing we really need to change with the VSS Recon is the way we use it. Feather scope and stay in your scope a little bit more. Now, with that being said, moving on to the Hawker HX. This one's going to be a lot of changes. I was testing out the attachments here, and I ended up getting the lowest, if not the fastest ADS speed is 400 milliseconds. That's with the fastest attachments. This is probably going to be a class for S&D. I don't know if I would recommend it because I don't think I would use it, but this is literally the ADS speed we're working with. It's very fast. You may have a lot of recoil, which is why I don't recommend it. So there's a few things you can change. You can just swap out the 1 milliwatt instinct laser and you can put on the 5 lockstep so that way you can pop shot a little bit more up close. I've seen people say that the Centuria stitch stock is better for pop shotting, but it's very, very minimal and you honestly won't even notice it. So if we try this out with a 6-round mag, pop shotting is still kind of iffy, at least up close. It's pretty hard to be able to pop shot up from far away because it obviously won't be consistent, but up close, that's pretty quick. I will say though, if any developers are watching my video, this attachment right here is bugged. You're supposed to have 8 bullets in the mag, not 7, because it says 8-round fast mag. On the bottom right, it says 7. So if I put it on and I go in the firing range, I have 7 bullets. And it's not bugged because when I shoot, it goes down to 6. And I don't know if that was on purpose or if it was a mistake. Y'all gotta fix that. Anyways, gonna go back to the 10-round mag because that's what I prefer. And then I'm also going to take out the EMT3 ported because I think that the Prestige barrel for the Hawker is one of the most important attachments. As this increases your ADS speed by 14%, this also helps out with the hip fire and the tactical stance spread. You can't see it because my webcam is blocking it, but that will help out with the pop shotting up close. Same thing with the EMT3 ported. I don't think it's that much of a difference because my playstyle is going to change. I'm going to end up scoping in more than pop shotting up close. So as you can see, you can still quickscope just fine. It's, again, 446 milliseconds, which is the same exact ADS speed as the Pellington from Black Ops Cold War. And if we're able to quickscope with that, I assure you we could be able to quickscope with this just fine. But since I won't be using the EMT3, I'm actually going to be using the brake. I know that's pretty ballsy of me, but like I said, I will be scoping in a lot more. And also feather scoping as well. So that's also playing into a mix. Now, if you don't care about pop shotting and you actually want to fully scope in, by all means, you can put on the 1 milliwatt instinct laser. This is honestly, in my opinion, pretty fire. I would probably use this from time to time if I'm not feeling the lockstep for whatever reason. But to summarize everything, I really honestly think that we need to just understand that we need to just simply adapt. And to close off everything, us snipers, we adjust more than red gunners. Because with a red gun, the only thing you're really changing between every single Call of Duty is slightly weaker aim assist, the shape of a gun, which is like the same thing that us snipers deal with, some reticle changes, the fire rate, and the recoil patterns, which is honestly not that big of a change from each and every Call of Duty. Like it's not that big of a difference. Because us snipers, we got to worry about ADS time, recoil, bolt speed, no rotational aim assist, if not none. Unfortunately, having to use literally gunfighter for every single class, which takes up to 8 attachments, not allowing us to use the other fun things in the class setup, an absurd amount of flinch, which by the way, the LMG still has a 0.10 on flinch resistance. It's still pretty ironic. And before anybody says that sniping in the old CODs used to be faster, well, the time to kill also was really fast. You would die in 3 bullets, and it wouldn't give you enough time to be able to react. So to compensate that, increasing ADS for the snipers was pretty reasonable. And I just don't feel like that gets talked about enough. And now, you guys might hate me for saying all this stuff for this entire video, but look, man, I don't think the nerf is that big of a deal. By the end of the day, us snipers, we're going to adapt, we're going to show up, and we're going to produce these videos and show you that it's still possible to snipe in this game. It sucks that we have to adjust more than red gunners, but history repeats itself. So once again, I will be making more videos on this game, and this nerf is not stopping me. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like. Let me know your thoughts about this sniping patch in the comments. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.